of Up Next, the podcast where we tell you who's up next in youth sports. We're on basketball again, of course. We got a very special guest, as always. But first, I'm Jamal Murphy, and I got my co-host extraordinaire, Khalid Green, in the house. What's up, man?
Peace, family. Happy to be here, man. Got one of my players on here. He's a young killer from Valley Streams, Long Island. All right. We call him USA JP,
Okay,
so we're going to
okay.
see what he
Right,
has to
right,
say to that.
right.
Exactly. Yes, like Khalid said, we got a special guest today, Josh Powell, uh, class of 2026, right?
Yes, sir.
Yep, class of 2026 guard, currently at Molloy High School in Queens. Also plays for New Heights, New Heights Lightning with Khalid. And I watched you play a little bit this summer, especially at Peace Jam, where he averaged 16 points and 3 rebounds at Peace Jam. He was very impressive. But thank you for joining us, Josh. Hope everything is good.
Appreciate you. Appreciate you.
No problem. So we'll jump right into it. Talk about, like I said, I saw you play this summer. I probably saw you play. Well, I think this summer is the first time I really can say that. But um, talk about this summer and the development you feel like you had this summer, and how you feel like it went.
I feel like this summer went well. I played against some of the best players in the country and getting better and stronger. And, just working out, working on my handle. Because last year I wasn't really strong with the ball, but I'm getting more confident as the summer kept progressing. And as it's still going on now, I'm still working on that. And just overall becoming a leader. I feel like I'm getting better on that and working on that.
Right. I was talking to Khalid, I guess a few days ago or a while ago, and he said, because when I saw you play, you just looked like a knockdown shooter, and he was telling me that you kind of developed that part of your game, recently. Is that true?
Yeah. Yeah, that just started coming. I'm just able now to hit threes and get to my spots and my mid range and my pull up. That that didn't come overnight though. That took time, 2 or 3 years to get that.
Yeah.
What was that transition like? Like what kind of player were you before that?
I was just like really just bully and get to the rim because I was always strong when I was younger, and then as everybody was catching up, I had to work on my game, and that's when I realized there's more.
Little technical difficulties. I'm sure he'll
Okay.
pop back in. But let's see, is he coming back? Looks like he's trying. Khalid, tell me, what did you see from that transition?
Um, you know, like he said, when I saw him play when he was younger, he was a real, put back guy, finish around the rim, rebound the ball. And
Hmm.
then, you know, to be quite frank, I hadn't seen him in a while, and people told me that he got better. So I I say, yo,
Y'all can hear me?
Yeah,
yeah,
you
yeah,
Oh,
good
we
my
now.
hear
fault.
you.
I got a call. My fault.
Okay.
I gotta put my phone on D&D here. I just did it.
Okay,
My
all
fault.
good, all good. Well, go ahead, finish, Khalid. He was telling us
Yeah,
about
yeah.
the
So
transition he
people were
saw.
telling me that he got a lot better. So I pulled up to a couple of his games and I saw him like get into his mid range, and then he was also confident in hitting that three ball. And so that's very impressive when a kid could go from basically a short 4-5 to a 2-3 in a matter of a couple of years. That just shows what kind of work ethic he had.
Yeah, tell Josh, tell me about that because, like I said, I only saw you really this summer, and when I watch your game, it's like it almost looks like you got like real good mechanics on the J. You got range. You get
Yeah.
your feet are always set. Like how, like if you weren't if you had to work on that like in the last couple of years, like what all went into that?
Honestly, just like a lot of reps, getting a lot of shots every day, making 200-300 every spot, and just getting comfortable and confident. And playing in games, my coaches allow me to take those shots. Like at Molloy, what's separated from other high schools is they let me take those shots and get better as the years go on, and that helped my game and helped my confidence. Like at another school, I wouldn't be able to do that because I've been a freshman and I got to learn the game and all that. But I learned the game as I was taking those shots, and they let me work through my mistakes.
What was that? What was that freshman year at Molloy like? You're playing in a tough Catholic school league in New York City. Like you said, you were a freshman. What was that year like for you?
It was good. I mean, I learned a lot. Played against obviously some of the best talent in New York, getting confident, just competing, and it was great. I got good experience, and I played a lot of other freshmen. But
How'd the season go? You just
we
mentioned
lost to. Wait, what'd you say? My fault.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
We lost to Stepanak, and I think it was the course. Yeah, I think so. We lost to Stepanak, and they won the whole thing, but we only lost by 5. So that just shows that we could have won the whole thing, and we can win the whole thing next year because we like the same talent wise as we did last year. So, and I think we're even better now that we're working out every day with each other, just getting better.
How's your role going to change this year at Molloy from last year?
I got to be more vocal, and I got to be a leader. Like last year, I didn't really had a lot of seniors, but now my coaches depend on me to be more of a leader and more vocal. And I learned that actually from you because you told me I had to be more vocal on the court and all that, and I wasn't really doing that. But now my coach needs that, so that helped me, and that's what I need to do. Right.
So looking forward, I mean, you already mentioned you guys could win it. You feel like you could win it this year at Molloy. What are your goals, for this season coming up, both team wise and individually?
Team wise, we want to win City and State and Brooklyn Queens, and help all our seniors go to college, obviously. And then individually, I just want to be the best player I can be. And whatever happens. I mean, I'm trying to look to score, but I also want to win and do other things now, like rebound, play defense, do anything to win.
How would you describe your game right now? As you said, it's evolving. It could be, you could have a totally different game in 2 years. It sounds like the way you have been progressing. But how would you describe your game right now?
I'm like a wing shooting guard who can get to the rim. I can rebound pretty well. I can defend, and I can get to my spots. I'm really good at getting to my spots, and if I'm open, I can hit the 3. But really make a move to my spots. I don't do too much, but I do what's needed, and I get to my spots and I hit the shot.
Now, I just want to take you back to the Summer and Peace Jam quickly. What was that experience like? Because it was very star-studded. You had like the atmosphere was crazy. You had like LeBron James coaching. Yeah, packed stands. Playing against the best players in the country. What was that like for you, both on and off the court?
It was a good experience. Seeing LeBron, that's my favorite player, and I've been watching him my whole life. So seeing him, seeing all those greats, I seen Bradley Beal, Rondo, I seen a bunch of dudes. So that was a great experience on and off the court. And I got to watch our 16s play against them. So that was also a good experience too. And seeing LeBron coach and all that, that was cool. See him in person.
One of the JP, what I say is a very underrated part of your game is your defense. Like when you wanted to guard, like I think you could really shut a lot of people's water off. I saw you do that with us when we put you on the kid at CP3, and you did that in the game when we played against Team Durant. Speak about the pride you put in your defense now.
Yeah, now it's just like you can make a name on defense as well, just as much as offense, by guarding the best player and shutting them down. College coaches take notice of that. So just doing that, just being hungry on defense is nothing but effort. So doing that's a big part of your game now, for me now.
Yeah.
What do you feel like you have to improve on the most coming into this season?
Probably my ball handling still. It could get better. And just being a leader, you can always get better on that. Leading by example. So if I can show the kids on my team that I can work on my ball handling in a couple months, that they can do anything as well.
Let's take you back a little bit, to how you got to this point. At what age did you really start, playing the game, and then what was the stage where you thought you could really be good?
Age, I probably was I was in like third grade when I started playing for real. Yeah, definitely like third grade I started playing, and then sixth grade is when I really took it serious. Like I realized I could do something, get an offer, get college offers, and all that. So
were you good right away? Like even from third to sixth grade, were you? We lost him. We lost him again.
Oh, okay. It must be
When
he's
when
a
you,
busy man, man. He must have one of his agents calling him.
yeah, exactly. You must have colleges calling him, about to ask him about that. But
yeah, I keep getting calls. My phone's on DMV.
I just told him, man. That's knowing JP, that's one of his agents calling, man.
We'll get to that in a second. But I was just saying. So when you first started playing third, fourth grade, did you take to it right away? Were you good right away, or was
No. I was not good at all. I couldn't even make a layup. And I just kept working hard. And then sixth grade came, and I was playing some of the best players back in sixth grade. And I realized like, yo, I'm pretty good. I was playing on the Ivy. It was me. Who was on there? Dylan Mingo was on there. One of my friends named Jalen, and we was just really good. That's when I realized like, yo, I could be special. So I keep working hard.
And who helped you in your development? Like, were your parents involved? Or was there an outside person? Like who was pushing you really?
My parents, they were always getting me to training every day. Like obviously I got to do my part and go, but they still had to take me because I can't drive. So they was really a big part. Trainers who would help me and get stronger and just get better overall.
Right. So let's get to your busy schedule, your phone blowing up. What's this talk? What's this talk of agents I hear?
I ain't got no agents.
What's that all about?
I ain't got no agents yet.
Not yet. What about you got a couple years to go, but you got college decisions probably you have to make in the next couple of years. What's is there a team you always wanted to play for? Do you watch college basketball? Is there are there teams and styles that you like? And who have you heard from college wise?
I really like UConn, and because they bring a lot of people to the NBA, and I feel like I'll fit in their system. But it all depends on who's there when I'm coming up, and then with recruitment going on, I let my coaches take care of that. But I got offers from LIU, Norfolk State, and Bryant, but my coaches just told me don't worry about that. Like more will come, high majors will come. So just keep working. So that's what I'm gonna keep doing.
Yeah, I agree with that. The way you looked at Peace Jam and continue to improve, I don't think you'll worry about that at all in terms of
appreciate you.
More and more colleges calling.
Hey Jay, out of all the players, you could say it right here. Out of all the players that play on your team, who are you looking forward to playing against the most?
In high school?
Yeah.
Probably Mel. He's funny. He's fun to play with.
Oh, okay.
I want to play against him. I like playing against Cardinal Hayes.
Okay.
Either Mel, and I want to play against Dylan because they beat us and they end up winning the whole thing. I want my rematch.
We're gonna have both of them on here, so we'll let you know who they
Facts.
call out.
Facts.
No question. No question. And before I let you go, well, who's like what's a player that you look to and that you try to maybe model your game after? What is there a player in college or pros that would fit that description?
Yeah, probably. I like Jaylen Brown. I kind of want to start playing like him more, but he has a way better handle than me right now. But I can always get better on that. So I'm trying to model my game around Jaylen Brown. He's
And
a strong.
what's your workout schedule like in terms like as far as basketball is concerned? Like how many hours a day? How many days a week? What's your routine look like?
Well, I mean, today we have a game at 7:30 p.m. So I would usually work out longer, but today I worked out. I had a 6 a.m. with my
Okay.
strength coach. Then I'm gonna go back around like 1 for handles and shooting and all that, and then that's it for today. But usually, like it would be 6 a.m. strength coach, and then like 11, 12 ish, I'll be playing basketball, and then we go to the beach for beach workouts with my trainer.
Okay. So
I would usually in the summer I would get like 3 days. The school it would probably be like after school I would go to the weight room because our coach always wants us in there, or go to my strength coach, but he's kind of far from my school, and then I'll work out later around like 5, 6ish.
Okay, Khalid, I see improvement coming.
Yeah. He's a killer.
So what's your those 6 a.m. workouts?
In the Molloy going away?
Huh? Yeah, we going away to the Bahamas.
Oh, okay. When do y'all
Nice.
leave?
I think somewhere mid-August. I'm not even sure.
Oh, it's a nice trip.
Yeah.
A lot of money being spent at Molloy, I see.
Yeah.
Well, they got that
They trying to get
tradition.
us to some tournaments too. We got to see.
Yeah, but going back to Molloy, like how much do you know about the tradition of Molloy with the point guards and like Kenny Anderson, Kenny Smith? I know that's like more my age group who kind of witnessed that. But do you have
Cole Anthony?
Oh, Cole Anthony. I forgot about Cole. What do you, like? Does that play? Like, do you guys feel that in the program?
Yeah, definitely. We they talk about Kenny Smith, Kenny Anderson, Cole Anthony, Moses Brown, Khalid Moore. They talk about those guys all the time because they made it. And I used to work out with Moses Brown when I was a kid.
Oh wow.
So yeah, so I actually know a couple of them. And Khalid Moore, he was talking to us before the game, before he played Christ the King. So I know a lot about the tradition. And that's all the coaches be talking about. The history is what make Molloy different.
Nice. Well, man, we appreciate it. Once again, this has been Josh Powell, 2026 guard, playing for Molloy in New Heights, doing his thing. Had a big summer. And from his workout regimen, sounds like it will only get better and better. Good luck with everything you're doing. We'll be watching, and hopefully you'll join us again.
All right, appreciate you.
All right, peace, JP.
All right, coach. All right.
Good stuff again. Very impressive young man right there.
Yeah.
Seems like he's on his grind.
Yeah. Nah, he's a mature young man, raised by some great parents that definitely put a lot of stock into him, and you could see, they say you could tell the tree by the fruit that it bears.
Right.
So shout out to his parents, his moms, who I know in particular, and they're very supportive of him, and he's doing what he has to do. And what we didn't talk about is that he's also an honor roll student, so he's not going to have any problem going to any school based on his academics.
Right. It's just the beginning, and like I say, he was really impressive. Like he was one of those guys, kind of like unheralded guys on your team, like maybe people hadn't heard of, but he looked really good during the summer.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, absolutely. He's a bucket, He's what you call a bucket. Like some people, we kind of over exaggerated and call them a bucket, and no, he's a bucket. He likes to pass to the rim, and he could be very efficient at it as well.
Right, he could go through stretches where he could carry a team.
Absolutely.
Putting your NBA hat on, and I'm not trying to rush the process. But what do you see him potentially developing into as a player if he continues to work?
He definitely needs to work on his left hand, being able to, go to his left hand. And like he said, it sounds like he's already addressing the fact that, just overall ball handling, because he's a guard. So as a guard, you have to be able to create your own space and, be able to get to your own spots without any assistance from a pass all the time. So once he gets that part of his game down pat, he's going to be his stock is certainly going to rise.
Right. Well, yeah, that was good. Great conversation with Josh Powell. Hope you all enjoyed it. Thanks for listening. As always, subscribe to the YouTube channel as these interviews are showing up live now. So if you subscribe to the channel, you get an alert to let you know to tune in. We're Up Next Podcast on YouTube. Of course, continue to show us love on social media at Up Next Pod on Instagram, at Up Next_pod on Twitter. Of course, continue to listen. You can, like I said, you can listen to the video version on YouTube, but also the audio version. If you're in the car, doing things, you can listen to that wherever you get your podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, wherever. And once again, this was a great conversation with a young and upcoming star.
Yes, sir.
And we out.
Peace.